Hello everyone. Today I am joined by this giant cup of chai latte that I made myself. Since we're in quarantine, I never went out and got chai lattes anyway, but since we were in quarantine, I learned how to make homemade chai lattes. It's like a modified version because sis doesn't have all of the fancy things that are normally in chai lattes, but it's still good and it's my new addiction. But besides all of that, today I am going to be taking the Myers-Briggs personality test. Now, I was listening to the most recent Simply Podlogical podcast this morning, and in that episode, Christine and Ben took the personality test, and it got me thinking of when I took the personality test for the first time, which was back in the 3rd grade after watching an I Has Cupquake video about her doing it. Now, I don't remember exactly what I got, but I think it was the artist. I'd have to scroll like way back in my Google Photos to find it, but I think it was the artist. And so I wanted to take it again and film it because I haven't taken it in a long time, and I'm pretty sure that my personality has changed since I was in the 3rd grade. Or at least I hope so, because I wasn't the nicest 3rd grader. Also, I look back at myself and I'm like, ooh. So yeah, today we're going to be taking the Myers-Briggs personality test. So let's get into it. Okay, so I am on the website 16personalities.com. This is the one that I see a lot of different people use. It says it should only take 12 minutes, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, so the first question. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Disagree. I don't really like crowds of people. I get very claustrophobic in crowds of people. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Yeah, I agree with that. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. I don't really travel that much. The main times that I've traveled were to move my siblings into college, but I really do like to plan things out. So I feel like if I ever planned a vacation, I would have a detailed itinerary. So I'm gonna disagree with that one. You often think about what you have said in a conversation long after it's taken place. Yes, I do that all the time. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Yeah. I always when someone's sad, I always comfort them first, and then I ask them what's going on. People can rarely upset you. I don't strongly disagree with that one, but I kind of disagree with that one. But I also agree because now I just have a filter where I'm just I don't care. So I'm gonna say kind of disagree. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm really bad at reaching out to people. If quarantine's made me realize anything, it's that. And I feel kind of bad about it. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah, I would agree with that. You rarely worry if you've made a good impression on someone you've met. Oh, disagree. I always worry about that. I feel like it's stupid, but the Southern mindset in my mind is you have to make a good impression. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend by yourself without feeling bored. No, I disagree with that. I do that all the time during the school week. You're more of a detail-oriented person than a big picture person. Yes and no. There are some things where I'm the big picture. I like to look at the big picture, but then there are a lot of things where I'm detail-oriented. So I'm gonna put one above the middle because it says to not choose the middle ones or try not to. So that's what we're gonna do. You are very affectionate with the people you care about. Yeah, I would say so. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. I would agree with that. I semi-agree with that. You're bothered by the mistakes you... Yes, every day. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found further away from the action. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I slightly disagree with that. When you're looking for a movie to watch, yes. I didn't have to finish reading that. It says, when you're looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. I totally agree with that because I spend more time browsing through Netflix than actually watching something on Netflix. You stay calm under a lot of pressure. I feel like after the pressure is over with or after the situation is over with, that's when I get really stressed out. But like during the time, like I'm fine. Because like my brain is like, you can freak out later, you have to do something now. So I'm gonna say this middle disagree because I do freak out a lot, but it's after. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. I like middle, slightly, mainly disagree. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Yeah, I agree with that one. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. I strongly agree with that. Usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. Oh, I disagree 10, like to the max. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or message of a song or movie. I have to agree with this one. I love overanalyzing things. Like that's one of the main reasons I'm in honors English, because I love overanalyzing things. I love like doing that like deep dive into literature. You always know exactly what you want. Oh, disagree. I never know what I want. Slightly disagree. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Disagree to the max. I do that all the time. When you're starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. Yeah, I agree with that. I like to have a plan before I start to work on a project and then just go. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be before they become disappointed in you. That's so sad. I'm gonna say middle for this one. I don't really know how to answer it. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I'd slightly disagree. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. I would agree with that. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You find it easier to empathize with a person who has gone through something you've never have. Semi-agree with that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Yeah, I agree with that. You rarely feel insecure. Lately, yes. This year, I felt a lot less insecure than I have before. So I'm gonna say like slightly agree with that one. This is it. This is the big results. Ooh, I'm an advocate. So my personality type is advocate, or INFJT. So mind, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. So 85% introverted. I was pretty sure I was going to get more on the introverted side. Energy, this trait shows where we direct our mental energy. So I am intuitive, 67% intuitive. Nature, this determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. 78% feeling. Well, with coping with emotions, yeah. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. 61% judging. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I am turbulent. Ooh, the advocate personality type is very rare, making up less than 1% of the population. Yo, I'm rare. So I'm gonna read the introduction. I'm gonna read some of this stuff and then see if it fits into me or if I think it fits into me. So introduction. The advocate personality type is very rare, making up less than 1% of the population, but they nonetheless leave their mark on the world. Advocates have an inborn sense of idealism and morality, but what sets them apart is they are not idle dreamers. These individuals are capable of taking concrete steps to realize their goals and making a lasting positive impact. People with this personality type tend to see helping others as their purpose in life. Advocates can often be found engaging in rescue efforts and doing charity work. However, their real passion is to get to the heart of the issue so that people need not be rescued at all. That's me. That's definitely me. So, my strengths. I'm creative, insightful, inspiring and convincing, decisive, determined and passionate, and altruistic. I'm insightful. I feel like these traits definitely fit me though. Except for decisive, I am very indecisive. I'm very indecisive. One time I spent 20 minutes in a Michael's trying to figure out what pens I wanted. So advocate weaknesses, sensitive, extremely private. That's very true. Perfectionist? Yes. Always need to have a cause and can burn out easily. Yes. Especially the burnout. I'm literally burnt out right now. Right, let's see what it says about romantic relationships. People with this personality type aren't easily talked into something they don't want. That's very true. If someone doesn't pick up on that, they are unlikely to be forgiven, particularly in the early stages of dating. Even worse, if their partner tries to resort to manipulation or lying, as advocates, we'll see right through it. Yeah, that's very true. When people are lying, I see right through it. All that being said, people with the advocate personality type often have the advantage of desirability. They are warm, friendly, caring, and insightful, seeing past and obvious to understand others' thoughts, emotions. I think that's facades. I don't really know how to pronounce it. Hey, where's my girlfriend? Apparently I'm desirable, but, friendships. Let's see if this is accurate, because I have many friends. Yeah, okay, the main thing that I'm seeing coming up is the desire for authenticity and sincerity, which is very true, because I like to be very authentic and myself, and I cannot stand fake people. Like, I hate it when people are fake. Closed book and speed reader. From the start, it can be a challenge to get to know advocates, as they are very private. True. Advocate personalities don't readily share their thoughts or feelings, and unless they are comfortable and feel that those around them can be trusted. That's what I was saying earlier. Wow, this is reading me like a book. Jesus Christ. Okay. Meanwhile, advocates are very insightful and have a particular knack for seeing beyond other people's disguises. That is true. I'm very good at reading people. Am I going to be a good parent? I really hope so. I really want to be a parent. I really want kids. As parents, advocates will tend to look at their relationships with their children as opportunity to learn and grow with someone they care about. They will also work to achieve another important goal, raising their children to be independent and all-around good people. That is very true. I always say, like, the one thing I am scared about is messing up my child, because I want to make sure my child ends up being a good person. Are devoted and loving towards their children throughout the parenting relationship. However, what advocates really look forward to is being able to communicate and relate to the people they helped raise as equals. That's cute. It says a job well done, so hopefully that's a good thing. It says, ultimately though, advocate parents will realize that these conflicting beliefs aren't a sign of their failure. Rather, they are a sign of their success in raising someone who learned to grow from their own, or who learned to form their own ideals. As they grow, advocates' children will also come to appreciate the combination of independence and integrity with which they were raised. That's good. I'm glad that I'm gonna hopefully be a good parent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun following along with me and taking this personality test with me. If you want to take this test, I'll leave it in the description below. There are multiple other ones out there. This is just the most common one that I've seen. This was fun. It read me like a book. I am open now. Also, if any of you guys are advocates out there, let me know. See who my fellow advocates are. But I hope you all are staying safe. I hope your families are okay. I hope you're okay. Wash your hands, stay safe, but most importantly, have a great day and don't forget to smile. Bye-bye!